Your new Miss Louisiana 2018 is contestant number 28, Miss Harbor Pilot, Holly Conway.
Crazy, exciting, busy, all the things I wanted it to be.
So was it everything you thought it would be?
Yes, I think my favorite thing is when I was first crowned, there were a certain amount of things I said I wanted to get done, and I've been able to do those, so I'm very happy.
Well, what were those things?
I definitely wanted to expand our organization. So, of course, Monroe is our home, ULM is our home, and everyone in North Louisiana knows Miss Louisiana. And I thought it was very important to go down to South Louisiana and make our presence just as big there. And I think I go to South Louisiana 3 times a month or so since January, for sure. I've been getting down there steadily. So that's been great to me. I've been able to promote my platform and inspire little girls who never thought they would do pageants, because that was me when I was their age.
I'm Alexa MADRON. I'm from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. I attend University of Louisiana Monroe, and my title is Miss Crescent City, New Orleans.
Why do you want to be the next Miss Louisiana?
I would like to be the next Miss Louisiana so I can educate people on my platform, Arthritis Research and Foundation, and to just show them how they can always help children.
Tell us a little bit about that platform.
My platform, Arthritis Research and Foundation, is not only for older women and men, it's also for juveniles, because many children actually are diagnosed with arthritis.
Oh, well, tell us a little bit about what got you interested in this particular platform.
My grandma was diagnosed with arthritis about 11 years ago, and she has severe arthritis, and so knowing that I'm able to help her and really just dedicate my life for her makes me happy.
What got you interested in doing a pageant?
Honestly, my friend asked if I wanted to do a pageant, and I was like, yeah, and so I had so much fun, and I actually won a title.
My name is Jalen Henderson. I am Miss Heart of Pilot. I am from Sheveport, Louisiana, and I attend Howard University.
All right. Tell us why you want to be the next Miss Louisiana.
I want to be Miss Louisiana to make a difference, and I'm sure that's the reason that we're all here, but just to expand my platform and promote it even more than I already have in Louisiana and also at Howard University to my fellow peers.
What is your social impact statement, and why'd you choose it?
My platform is called Crown Restored, and it stresses the importance of embracing your flaws and being unashamed of your scars. Crowns sometimes lose stones, sometimes they lose their shimmer, and sometimes they even fall apart, but they still serve a purpose, and that is to exemplify nobility and honor and dignity, and that is what this platform is about. It is about helping people find their passion so that they can go out into the community and make a difference.
Tell us, why did you want to do a pageant to begin with?
Pageants actually chose me. It's a very funny story. I was going through a deep depression when my parents divorced when I was 17 years old, and my mom was just looking for something to bring me back to life, and I'm still here 5 years later. So I'm thankful, and I'm not ashamed of my story at all.
What did you learn from doing pageants?
I've learned to be confident. I'm not ashamed to speak my opinion respectfully, of course, but I'm not ashamed to speak on things that I'm passionate about and go out into the community and raise money for philanthropy and do different things like that.
I'm ALANA Lewis. I go to Northwestern State University. I'm Miss Natchitoches City of Lights, and I'm from Haughton, Louisiana.
Tell us why you want to be the next Miss Louisiana.
I would love to be the next Miss Louisiana because I've been competing and holding titles in the Miss America organization for the last 5 years, and I've grown to love this organization and all that it can accomplish between our personal platforms and the Children's Miracle Network.
What are the top 3 things you've learned by doing pageants?
I have learned to be myself. I grew up very shy, and the Miss America organization has really helped build me into the woman that I am today, being able to speak to you. I've learned to grown to love service. Between my personal platform of veteran suicide prevention and working with the Children's Miracle Network, I've grown to really love giving back to my community. And then number 3 is to appreciate the people around you. I've met so many friends through the Miss America organization, and I've grown to love each and every one of them, and they will be women that I will keep with me the rest of my life.
Tell us what your platform is and why you chose it.
My platform is veteran suicide prevention. I chose it because my family has personally gone through the loss of a veteran because of suicide, and I really want to strive to eradicate veteran suicides in this country.
My name's Ambria Terrell. My hometown is Shreveport, Louisiana. I am Miss Louisiana Stock Show, and I am from ULM.
All right. Tell us why you want to be the next Miss Louisiana.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because I want to use this title and this platform to promote what I believe. I want to promote this company, and I want to use my platform, LEARN, Let's End Rape and Sexual Assault, to really promote the end to violence and self-empowerment.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your platform and why you chose it.
It's LEARN, Let's End Assault and Rape Now. I chose it because it's a topic that isn't talked about, and I wanted to bring light to it. I want women to feel comfortable, men as well, and sharing their stories and feeling empowered, because that's something that many people don't know about. And if I can bring information to just one person, I've done my job.
What made you want to do a pageant?
I definitely got confidence from seeing people do it. I thought it was an amazing way to express yourself without having to always speak, although there is like interview. And I loved the idea of just going up and showing your beauty and your intelligence and your grace and your poise. That was amazing to me.
I'm Megan Cruz, Miss Louisiana Watermelon Festival. I go to Louisiana State University, Shreveport, and I'm from Bossier City.
All right. Why do you want to be the next Miss Louisiana?
Miss Louisiana is someone that I've always believed in from the age of 4. And I used the Miss Louisiana organization as a way of growing as an individual. And for years, I felt like in order for me to ever be full as an individual, I needed to be a part of the Miss Louisiana organization. However, that's changed. And I see now, as I've gotten older and I've had the opportunity to step back, being able to return and use my voice as Megan, I see the changes that I can make within the organization to be able to help further my lead platform and just grow and help others grow as well.
Well, tell us a little bit about your platform and why you chose it.
As I stated, it's the LEAD program, Leadership Empowerment and Development. It's with the Northwest Louisiana, YWCA, and it's geared toward empowering adolescent and teen girls and providing leadership skills to help them further in their years.
Tell us, what have the scholarship dollars this organization provided? What has that meant to you personally?
It means everything to me. I'm actually a first-generation college student, so preparing for school was very much like blind leading the blind. But the scholarship money has allowed me to continue my education. I actually have a full ride in school. I'm Student Government Association president, and so thankfully my tuition is paid for. But all of the extra funds provided from the Miss Louisiana organization allow me to go to graduate school debt-free as well.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because it gives me the opportunity to represent this amazing state. I've grown up here all of my life, and I also want to be able to promote my platform, and it gives me a better community to do that in. My platform is anxiety awareness, and I was diagnosed with it, so I think it's really important to be able to get that word out.
Tell us a little bit about scholarship dollars and what it's meant to you.
So when I graduated from Louisiana Tech, I actually graduated debt-free, and that's because of the scholarships that I received from the Miss Louisiana organization and the prelims that I did. I am also about to start grad school, hopefully, and I am already going in with $2,000, so I'm super excited about that.
Tell us a little bit about your grad school.
So I graduated in nutrition and dietetics, and I was accepted into the graduate program, but I'm currently waiting on the internship, which I will find out tomorrow. And I want to be a registered dietitian when I get older.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because my social impact statement is all about mental health, which I've struggled with from a young child to now. And I think it gives young women the opportunity to promote something that they really, really are passionate about while also partnering with Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
All right, tell us a little bit about this social impact statement you just made and why did you choose it?
I chose my social impact statement, which is stomping the mental health stigma, because as a young child I experienced anxieties and depression that I felt like other kids shouldn't have to go through. So I use my social impact statement to raise awareness and to offer resources and show other people how to get help and reach out so that they can live the best life that they possibly can.
All right, well, tell us, what have you learned by doing a pageant?
From doing pageants, I've learned so many skills, like interviewing skills and what it means to hold yourself in a representable way for other people and to be a role model, especially for younger girls who we go out into the community and we talk about what it means to be a great person and a great citizen and have something to talk about. And Miss Louisiana has that opportunity every single day. So, yeah.
Well, tell us, what have the scholarship dollars meant to you personally?
The scholarship dollars have been an amazing benefit of working with the Miss Louisiana organization. Last year I had the privilege to get a $2,500 scholarship, and that helped me with my tuition and books in school for the next semester. So I'm so grateful for that.
I want to be Miss Louisiana to empower and motivate everyone, not just young kids, but adults as well. It's not just about the crown and sash. It's about utilizing the scholarships that I win and taking every opportunity to serve in the community and also show my success to others and encourage them to do the same.
What is your platform and why did you choose it?
My platform is Leave a Legacy. It's about not taking the cards that you were dealt. If you grew up in poverty or if you grew up around a broken home, like, it doesn't matter. You can take any opportunity that you want and turn it into greatness, and that's what my platform is about.
What got you interested in doing pageants?
I think what first got me interested was the scholarships, but the longer I stay in them, it's more about the friendships and the connections and everything that I've learned about myself.
How have the scholarship dollars helped you?
Well, coming from out of state, college is very expensive, but the scholarship has helped me not have to get as big of loans, and it's helped me. I'm in the master's program now, so it's helped me be able to further that education.
Miss Louisiana is an amazing job. You get to serve your community, and it's a transformative job as well. I always aspire to push myself and to do the best I can for everyone else while being transformed myself, and that's an amazing opportunity for my life.
What is your social impact statement and why'd you choose it?
My social impact statement is the best test early mammograms. It's because 3 women in my family have been diagnosed with breast cancer and 2 did not make it. So I'm at very high risk, and I want other women to know that if they're at high risk, you need to go get tested and you need to be aggressive about your protection of yourself, because all women have a future and they need to get there.
Tell us, what brought you to pageants?
I was never a pageant girl growing up. I love the Miss America organization just because of the speaking and the talent and what makes it unique. And it just fits my lifestyle. It fits aspiring to be an intelligent, confident, well-spoken, and talented woman.
Tell us, what about the scholarship dollars? What does that mean to you?
Oh my goodness. Actually, instead of being a pageant girl, I was a big nerd in high school. I loved studying and the ACT, and I ate it up because I really value scholarship dollars, and this organization fits into that as well.
I am Katrina Lineback, Miss Belle of the Darbone. I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I attend Louisiana State University.
All right. Tell us, why do you want to be the next Miss Louisiana?
I think the biggest thing is that I understand that Miss Louisiana is a job. It's not just the day that you're crowned, but the 364 days after is where you really make an impact, and I want to be put to work the entire 364 days serving the entire community and hopefully reaching every parish, so all 64 parishes.
What is your social impact initiative and why'd you choose it?
So I advocate for Learn to Serve, Serve to Learn, which is all about harnessing the power that volunteering has, not only on the community, but also on yourself. When you volunteer, you get this amazing, warm, fuzzy feeling, and that's so awesome. But more than that, you gain networking abilities, you gain leadership skills, you gain the ability to understand that other people sometimes are way more important than yourself. So understanding those things is what I try to advocate, and I've been doing that across the state for years now.
Tell us a little bit about what the scholarship dollars have meant to you personally.
As a woman in engineering, I can say that I already have a lot to deal with physics and differential equations and all of these hard classes. So knowing that I come to Miss Louisiana to meet all these amazing girls, to compete and to be a part of this wonderful organization, but I also am funding my academics is incredible. Last year I received $8,000 in scholarships, which helped me so much this year as I'm working through industrial engineering. So it literally means the world to me to know that I have this kind of support.
Becoming the next Miss Louisiana would be a dream. I have a passion for people. It's the reason why I studied broadcast journalism at the University of Southern Mississippi. It's the reason why I'm a journalist today, because I want to have a direct impact in the community. I want to make sure that I touch someone in any type of way I can. And exactly that's how Miss Louisiana represents herself across the state. And being an advocate for Louisiana, our beautiful state, I believe that I can truly do that.
Well, tell us a little bit about your social impact initiative and why you chose it.
So my social impact is called Piece by Piece. Piece by Piece, connecting the dots, piecing the puzzle together for autism spectrum disorder. My sister has autism, and I've been an advocate for her my entire life. And now I have the amazing opportunity to be an advocate and a voice for thousands of people here in Louisiana who are fighting daily for acceptance in their communities.
What made you want to do a pageant?
I was inspired by several different people, but the recent, this pageant is actually Holly Conway. I came across Holly. She was doing an interview on a morning show for us, and she said, "Laura, I think that you should go ahead and try it." And it was one of those things where I got my degree, received my degree, and I got my dream job, and it still felt like something was missing, something where I can still make an impact in my community.
All right, and tell us, what if the scholarship dollars, how are they going to help you in the future?
In the future, well, as I said, I did graduate from the University of Southern Mississippi. When I competed the first time, it supported me buying a computer. As you know, broadcast classes may be a little pricey, so it helped me buy a computer and things like that. But for the future, I do have a few student loans that I have to pay off, so it will definitely help me pay those loans off.
There's many reasons why. This is my 5th year, but it's a year where I'm actually changed for the better, and I'm ready to take on the role of Miss Louisiana and to be that woman of change for Louisiana.
Well, what is your platform and why'd you choose it?
Yes, my platform is called JFK, Justice for Kids, which aims to bring awareness and prevention tactics to the topic of child abuse. I am a social work major and getting my master's in social work, currently working for a behavioral health hospital, and being a spokeswoman for mental health and for children is something that I love and I'm passionate about, and I wanted to carry it on in the America organization, Miss America organization, yeah.
Since you've been in the pageants quite a few years, tell us, what have the scholarship dollars meant to you personally?
So much. I have been able to graduate with my bachelor's and my master's here in May, debt-free, which has been a blessing. So now I can go on without debt, go after my career, and never have to worry about those lingering debts, which has been great.
Tell us, what would be the number one thing you think you've learned by doing pageants?
I've learned a lot about speaking up for what I believe in a respectful manner. There's ways to be proud of what you believe in and who you are, and that's one thing that I've learned throughout this organization, is to be proud of that, but respectful.
I think that I've had a personal relationship with struggles and having inspirations and aspirations and not really feeling like you can get anywhere with them. So I want to inspire the youth of Louisiana to know that their dreams are realistic and they can reach them with a lot of hard work and dedication.
Tell us a little bit about your platform and why you chose it.
My platform is real life fantasy. So it's all about bringing the art of theater to underprivileged youth. And it's really important to me because growing up in Vacherie, Louisiana, I didn't really have access to theater. And when I got to college, I figured out how behind my hometown was in terms of educating their students about that specific art form. So I figured that why not be the person to bring that usher-in theater to those people that can't get to those institutions itself, especially because theater is still a very elite art form, so there are only certain people that have access to it. So I want to diversify it and open it up some more.
What brought you to do a pageant?
Well, I've done a few pageants before, but the majority of them were festival pageants, so I'd never done anything like this before, and it was something that was on my bucket list, and I wanted to finish school first. That was a priority for me, and I've done that, and I've gone through that journey, so now I'm embarking on another one.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana to be an advocate for young girls all across the state. Growing up, I always looked up to Miss Louisiana, and she was somebody that I always aspired to be. And so I want to be that role model for young girls across the state.
What is your social impact statement, and why did you choose it?
My social impact statement is I've got your back, scoliosis awareness, and I chose that because it's near and dear to my heart. And so I just want to be able to travel around the state and let young girls and boys know the severity of scoliosis and how bad they need to get checked for it.
Tell us why you chose to do a pageant.
I've actually been doing pageants since I was 7 months old, so it's something that kind of came from birth almost, and I've loved it. I'm such a girly girl, and I love being able to get all dolled up and go on stage and show people that it's not just beauty, but it's also brains too.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because I did not start in pageants as a young child. I actually started this because it was another voice to talk about foster care. I am a former foster youth, and I wanted to bring awareness about how we are successful. And even the trauma that we face, we can still go and do something with our lives. We can still pursue our dreams. And so I wanted to be the I want to be Miss Louisiana by being the first foster youth as well.
Tell us a little bit about what you think about foster care, as far as how would you encourage someone to take in foster children?
I think it's the most rewarding experience you can ever have. You're investing in a child who has went through so many traumatic experiences and giving them another hope that there's someone out there that can give them love and give them affection. Even though it may be a short time period, it's still another person they can connect with and see that there's more to this world than what they came from. And so it brightens their future and gives them a success, but also enriches the person who takes in the foster children. It shows them that there's a child they can love and they can be there for.
Who encouraged you to do a pageant, and what made you decide to do one?
It was one of my closest friends. He's actually a director now for Miss Acadiana, Damian Glover, and I wanted to do it because it's a different, I was never a girly girl. I was always a tomboy. I know I look like a beauty queen right now, but it was another way for me to really learn about myself. The Miss Louisiana organization has been such a beautiful family, and I'm so thankful to have them in my life, even though I've only done this for 2 years. But I'm very thankful that I have them in my corner, and they are able to support me in everything that I do.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because I think I embody all the culture that Louisiana has to offer. And being from South Louisiana, Paulina, it's just you grow up in a small town and you really know how to keep traditions going.
Tell us, what is your social impact statement and why did you choose it?
My social impact statement is Down syndrome awareness, and I chose this because it really puts a smile on my face to show people that everyone is perfect in their own way. They're all special in their own way, and to just embrace that and let everyone know that we are downright perfect.
And tell us a little bit about what brought you to the pageants.
My mom sort of entered me in pageants when I was younger, but I was a dancer. I kind of rebelled a little bit, and then as I got older, I was like, wow, this is really something that I could make a difference with, and show people that pageants aren't just about beauty. They're about just spreading awareness and being kind to others and just being a good friend.
I want to be inspiration for other young women who believe that the arts are against them and that they can be confident in who they are. Also, coming from a single parent home, I want to relieve my mom from the stress of having to pay back school debt loans.
Tell us, what is your social impact statement and why did you choose it?
My social impact statement is Beautiful Me. I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy and I wanted to lock myself away, and because I thought I wasn't beautiful, but I was beautiful just the way I was. And now that I realize that, I want other young women to realize that, but not even young women, but everyone.
What made you decide to do a pageant?
Well, originally I wanted to showcase my talent, but then I realized that pageants weren't just about everything that the media says it is. It's about loving who you are, being confident, giving back to your community, and just being the best you that you can be.
I would like to be the next Miss Louisiana because I know I would be an authentic and an enthusiastic representative of this state. I was born and raised here, and the love that I have for this state and for its people is unlike any other love that I have. I know that during my year of service that I would be able to form true relationships with every individual that I meet, that I would be able to promote the Miss Louisiana organizations and the impact that it's had on my life.
What is your platform and why did you choose it?
My platform is Exceptional Minds. It encourages others to focus on the abilities that people have rather than the disabilities that they possess. I currently partner with numerous organizations to host vocational skills training and life skills trainings for individuals with exceptional minds, such as those with autism spectrum disorder, in order to foster independence so that they may live independent lives in the future.
I think that I'm a really good leader and I'm really good at encouraging people. So I think that's a very important part that Miss Louisiana needs to have. And I think that I'd be really good at doing that. So I think I could do the job.
Tell us a little bit about your social impact statement and why you chose it.
Well, my social impact statement is random acts of kindness, and I chose that because that's where my heart is directed toward. I love to encourage people and actually just do different things for them. So maybe give someone a hug, a warm smile, or a compliment.
Oh, and what made you do a pageant?
Well, I started really young, and so when I got into it, a young lady approached me, and she just encouraged me and told me how rewarding it was and how it builds courage and confidence, and you make so many friendships out of it.
And what have you learned?
I've learned that it's very important to share with others and grow with others around you, not only girls, but just get in touch with people and make friends.
I would love to be Miss Louisiana. It has always been a dream of mine, and I want to be a Miss Louisiana of impact, to be a voice for the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, and to spread my social impact, which is growth through lifetime learning.
Now tell us a little bit about your social impact.
My social impact is growth through lifetime learning, so it's all about seeing each day as an opportunity to learn and grow and better yourselves. And to start a change within the world, we have to make a change within ourselves first. So it's about looking inward, noticing our strengths and our weaknesses, and working to make those weaknesses strengths, setting goals.
What have you learned by doing pageants?
I've learned interview skills, confidence, honestly. I think getting on stage and being in front of people, you kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone, and so you get to meet different people and incorporate different life skills.
And what would you make a suggestion to a young girl who wanted to know how to do a pageant? What would you tell her?
I would say do it. Just step out of your comfort zone, put that foot forwards, and embrace who you are, because that's what it's all about. Be who you are and be the best person that you can be. Set those goals and achieve them.
I want to promote my platform. So my platform is really close to me. I've had struggles with my mental health, and for the longest time I wanted to keep it to myself. But I've briefly shared on social media and seen a really positive reaction from people that I haven't connected with since high school. And so my platform is Let's Talk About Mental Health, and it's about breaking that stigma and raising awareness and bringing education so that we can provide resources and community can come together just to, break the stigma and let people know that you're not a burden and that it's okay to have a mental illness.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about what made you do a pageant to begin with.
I'm not the typical, what my Aunt Patty calls pageant Patty, but it's really empowering, and I'm really bad at interviews. I'm still working on it, but I get better every time, and I love being different. I don't know how to do hair or makeup like, the typical pageant girl would, but I love that it's empowering and that you're able to make a difference with what you're passionate about.
What has surprised you about pageants?
How they are empowering. So, you think of pageants and like it's the typical beauty, kind of the physical beauty. And, with the Miss Louisiana organization, you have that interview where you're able to show yourself in your inner beauty. So that's really shocked me becoming more involved in pageants, and it's one of the reasons why I've continued to do them.
Wonderful. Well, what about the scholarship dollars this organization provides? What has that meant to you?
It's meant a lot. So even when I would compete in prelims and I wouldn't win, I would still have scholarship money just from those local organizations. So the idea that I'm actually going to be at state and get, scholarship money, even if I don't make it to top 10, is just amazing.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because I grew up in this organization. I know what it does for young girls. I was that young girl one day. I want to be a positive role model for our younger generation.
And tell us, what is your platform and why did you choose it?
My platform is Making Healthy a Habit, striving for healthy habits both physically and mentally in school-age children. Louisiana is ranked 4th in the nation for adult obesity, and I want to help bring that obesity epidemic down.
Tell us a little bit about what scholarship dollars have meant to you.
Scholarship means so much because next semester I'll be attending pharmacy school and trying to obtain my doctorate degree in pharmacy from the University of Louisiana Monroe. So to help pay off those pharmacy school bills will be a huge benefit.
The opportunity to be Miss Louisiana would be invaluable, to be a representative for the state that I grew up in and to be an inspiration to young women. I remember when I was 15 years old, I met Miss Louisiana 2011, and she made me feel like I was the only person in the room, and I want the opportunity to make someone else feel that way.
What is your platform and why did you choose it?
It is Feed the Food Bank. I chose it because I understood a few years ago that 1 in every 6 people in Northeast Louisiana are food insecure, and there are children in elementary schools that go home on the weekend without food until Monday morning. And that just really hit home with me, and I want to be an advocate for those people that are food insecure.
Tell us, what have the scholarship dollars this organization provides meant to you personally?
They are directly investing into my future and my education and my career goals. I will actually be graduating on May 25th in less than 2 months from now, and I will be graduating debt-free, and that is just something that I'm really excited about and so fortunate to be a part of.
I believe that it will help out with my platform because I do want to help with kids who have lost their parents in the line of duty.
What gave you the opportunity to decide on that platform?
The officer that was killed in Sterlington was a close friend of mine, and I believe that his 2 children really need someone to look after. They just lost their grandfather, so I believe that they just need a role model.
All right, well, tell us what made you want to do a pageant.
It all started with Miss ULM. My mom kind of convinced me that I should do it, and I ended up loving it, so I continued. And the first few pageants didn't work out, but I finally made it to Miss Lanyap, and here I am today.
Wow. What did you learn by doing your first few pageants?
Don't give up. You got to be persistent with it. Some things just don't work out like you plan to, but it all is going to work out in the end.
Well, I come from a platform of autism awareness. My children with special needs and disabilities have such a special place in my heart. If I were lucky enough to be selected Miss Louisiana out of such a wonderful group of girls, I would make sure that children everywhere understood that they were being represented and that no matter where they come from or what their situation is, they too can be on the stage.
Tell us a little bit about what brought you to the pageant world.
My background with people who helped me get here, the situation, Miss Louisiana organization is so amazing. The adults are so responsible and they help us tremendously. Getting here has just been such an amazing experience, and I'm so glad I get to use my voice for my platform.
What have the scholarship dollars this organization provides meant to you personally?
I am just my first year. I'm just turned 18, and I've already received so much scholarship money and so much mentoring that is, in my opinion, more important in my education.
So, since it's your first year, what has surprised you about being in a pageant?
Everyone here is so friendly. I've just only being in the Miss Louisiana organization my first year. The girls are so supportive and they're all so nice, and I'm just so glad that I can get to make a family out of each contestant.
I'm Emily Randon. My title is Miss Union Parish. I graduated from Southeastern Louisiana University and currently taking classes at Tulane, and my hometown is Covington, Louisiana.
Tell us why you want to be the next Miss Louisiana.
I would love to be Miss Louisiana. This is a servant's job, and I would love the opportunity. It's a unique opportunity to spread my platform and to serve the state and to partner with Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I think it would be an amazing opportunity, and I would love that.
Tell us a little bit about your platform and why you chose it.
My platform is called Raising the Bar. It's spelled B-A-R-R-E, which is the ballet spelling for bar. So it was actually inspired by my work as a ballet instructor, but it's not exclusive to just ballet. I actually incorporate elements of science into my classroom. And so something special that I do is I actually spread awareness for STEM and the arts through my platform, and I inspire everybody to raise the bar in their own lives so that they can achieve success and reach their full potential.
Tell us a little bit about how the scholarship dollars this organization provides have helped you personally.
Oh, it's meant so much. I think it's what's unique about the Miss Louisiana organization. And the scholarship dollars, they're so special because it helps you to receive an education, and that's a priceless gift. It's something that can never be taken away from you. And over the past 5 years competing in this organization, I've earned over $30,000, and I think that's amazing. I'm so thankful for that. I would love the opportunity to be Miss Louisiana and to give back to the organization that's given so much to me.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because of the impact that I'm able to make. There are so many little girls and little boys out there that just need a positive role model, and I believe that I can really be that for them.
What's your platform and why'd you choose it?
My platform is Music Matters, which is advocating for music programs in our Louisiana schools. Too often our music programs get cut because of lack of funding. And so being a music teacher, that really breaks my heart to see. And so I believe that music does matter in our schools, and it really helps students to become lifetime learners.
What prompted you to become a pageant girl?
The thing that prompted me to become a pageant girl would be the confidence that his make me exude. I really have grown as a young woman and have just really found this new confidence that I just really didn't feel before. And I love the support that I get from everybody and just the impact that I can make on my community every day.
What did you think the first time you did a pageant?
The first time I did a pageant, I was definitely a little terrified. It's a little intimidating to go out and look at an audience that's all staring at you. But eventually I realized that those stares were positive stares, and just the support that you end up getting from people is just overwhelming.
I want to be the next Miss Louisiana because being Miss Louisiana is just a great platform to make an impact on the community that has given me so much. I might be from Arkansas technically, but I feel like I was raised in Louisiana, going to the boardwalk in Sheveport and competing there, visiting New Orleans with my family, and now attending university there. So I just want to be able to give back to the community that has given so much to me, as I said.
Tell us a little bit about your social impact statement and why you chose it.
My social impact statement is Women in STEM. I have chosen this social impact statement. As a woman in STEM myself, I am studying physics at Loyola, and I recently attended a physics conference for undergraduate women in physics, and it really inspired me to see all of these women who were making amazing impacts in the fields of astrophysics and biophysics and anything that you can think of in between, but they still felt like they weren't equals in their field. And throughout history, it's been shown that male scientists end up taking credit for female discoveries, and I just want to change the attitude of women towards the STEM education and towards society of women in STEM.
Tell us, what made you want to do a pageant?
I have always wanted to do pageants. I am the most girliest girl that you can ever think of. I was doing makeup when I was a tiny toddler, and I finally got the opportunity to do one whenever I was in high school. I competed in my high school pageant, and it was just the greatest opportunity, and you could say that the pageant bug bit because I've been doing them ever since.
I want to be Miss Louisiana because I want to be able to spread my platform on a wider spectrum across the state of Louisiana, and it's called the Mixed Up Mess.
Explain that for us.
The Mixed Up Mess is a program that I've created, and basically I'm a literacy advocate, and I go to schools in my hometown and parish, and I read books, and we talk about how everyone has their own struggles, and mine's having dyslexia.
How has the scholarship money helped you?
The scholarship money will help me in growing as an artist and also as a person, so where I don't have to worry about paying for college and also being able to continue my art of dance.
Your new Miss Louisiana 2018 is contestant number 28, Miss Harbor Pilot, Holly Conway.
I'm surprised at how often people ask for pictures. I kind of expected it, but it's not nearly on the scale that you. Once you're Miss Louisiana, you realize, wow, people want pictures anywhere, anytime, no matter what I look like.
Well, tell us a little bit about the scholarship dollars.
those have been so helpful. Actually, after Miss America, a little while after, I found out that I won an extra scholarship, extra $4,000, which made me so happy. And I was able to register for classes at Actors Connection, which is a studio up in New York where I'll be moving in July. So I'll be able to take seminars, acting lessons, television and film, which I didn't get to train in college because I have a theater degree. So I'll really be able to expand my horizon and see what else I could do.
So that's what's down the road for you, is more TV, more interviews, more theater, more everything?
More camera, more stage, exactly. I didn't realize that I didn't talk about it that much at Miss Louisiana last year, but I was actually signed to a talent agency last April, I believe. So that talent agency will be working with me come July when I move up to New York.
Wow. So what do you hope to eventually do or become?
I want to be on Broadway in 3 or 4 months. I'm counting down. I'm going to count it down. I moved to New York in July, and I'm just going to start auditioning immediately. I really miss theater, so I can't wait to be back on stage.
So can I assume that being Miss Louisiana also has really made you set goals and accomplish them quickly?
Yes, it really helps you not to become stagnant, because as Miss Louisiana, of course, I'm not actually performing or doing musical theater. So it taught me to be on a routine, and even though I'm not on stage doing musical theater, every day I'm singing to build my stamina, stretching, making sure that I'm still working on my acting, and Miss Louisiana has kept me really solid with that.
Well, tell us a little bit about your experience at Miss America, because I know you ended up in the top 5. So tell us, how did that feel, and did you have any thoughts about it after it happened?
It was surreal. I think I just remember being happy being up there with so many girls I love. And me and Miss Massachusetts were super close, and being up there holding her hand was just amazing. It was just such a cool experience. And honored. I was so honored because I know that all of these girls are so successful, so smart, brilliant, and talented. And so for me to be picked as one of the top 5 amongst them is just the most, I don't know how to explain that feeling. I'm so honored.
So that really kind of bolstered your whole ego thing, didn't it?
I think my hair grew like 4 inches.
Well, in Louisiana, that counts.
That counts. It's humidity. It's either the humidity or the top 5. I don't know.
Okay, well, now that you're going to be giving up your crown, what is the one thing or 2 things or even 3 things you would remember the most about being Miss Louisiana?
Okay, I think about this question all the time, and it's something different every time. Well, definitely the Saints game. I will never forget that. Angola was something I'll always remember. And this isn't one specific thing, but it's something I get often. A lot of times I'll go to events and little girls will say, "Mommy, she looks like me," or "Mommy, she has glasses like me." And that is something I will carry with me for the rest of my life. And showing little girls that they too can relate to somebody who has done something like this just makes me so happy.